Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Paul Vickery Fishing. This is part two of my invitation fishing on the test. I've been trotting away with maggots all day and it's just getting dark, so now I've got the, I think it's a Quorum Glide. Thank you very much Jen for lending me that, and we're going to be fishing breadflake on the centre pin. I've had some roach up to about £1.5 today, so I'm hoping as it gets dark we'll get some more roach. There's a bit of a deep glide down in there. Just going to mash up some bread and fish some bread punch and see what we get. There's some big ones in here. There was a 2 come out last week, so I'm quite excited. But I'm going to get loads of trout. But anyway, it's a bit of fun, isn't it? Right. Sorry, I should just talk you through the setup. Yeah, it's a Quorum Glide rod. It's £4 float fish line, size 12 gamma power to a £3 supplex hook link. I've got a bulk shot done in a taper to try and make a bit of a boom, stop tangles, and up here we got a 3.2 gram Avon. Oh, and quite importantly, I've got 2 number 6s as back shot today because the flow's a bit swirly and it's getting behind it. So for my bread mash, I've got about a quarter of a pint of casters in here with some water, which I'm crushing up to release all their lovely juices. It's a good little trick that is when you're fishing. Crush the casters up and then it all goes in a bit nicer. So I've got about, I don't know, 5 or 6 slices of bread. Wash that all in there, get it really wet, probably take a bit more water than this. I don't know actually, it's just about right. I might put a bit of sweet corn in there just for a change bait. Oh yeah, look, we've got all that lovely stuff. I'm just going to bosh that in like that. Bit of it sinks, bit of it floats. Just going to make a nice cloud in the water. Need a towel for this, it's bloody messy. Let's put bosh a bit of sweet corn in. Just a few grains. Mix that in. Right, let's go and have a fish. So yeah, I've first cast on the Avon and the heavier gear. I caught a nice roach, but being the amateur YouTuber that I am, I forgot to press record. So it was a lovely roach, about 12 ounces, really beautiful golden colour, fantastic. So anyway, I'm quite optimistic, feeding a bit of bread, catching, because we're in a town centre here, we're not far from Romsey town centre. And so people feed the ducks all the time and probably feed the trout as well, knowing, oh blimey, something big just moved down there. Anyway, yeah, had a bite first run. What is that going on down there? So no more bites are forthcoming, but I'm liking the way it's going down, because when I was fishing earlier, it was noticeable how I got a few more bites just holding the stick float through and just running it through a little bit slower than the pace. And this centre pin and this setup is absolutely perfect for that. So hopefully we can just leave it in the right, just ease it into their mouths. Don't get in a tangle. This other rod is much heavier than my acolyte. Surprised I haven't had a trout yet. Ugh, that was awful. Still haven't quite mastered casting with a centre pin. Getting there. Let's hope we don't get in a tangle whilst we've got a fish. Oh, trout just looked at that bit of bread then. Half expecting the float to go under, but it didn't. Right, that's just going in a kill zone where we were getting a few roach, so I'm going to just put the brakes on it a little bit, Just trying to ease it through. Hope that roach wasn't a fluke. Oh, there's a little bite. Oh, right where are they? Just shallows up near the end. There's like a depression in the middle of the river. It just shallows up there and there's a bit of weed. And I've quite often been getting a bite down there. No, just stay still. I must admit, I do like the mashed bread. It does offer loads of little tiny particles all going down. It's brilliant, brilliant attractor. Just getting into the bite zone. Slow it down a bit. No. That was just the bottom that time. Put a bigger bit of flake on to catch a bigger trout. Should have got Rob Shannon's grow quills out, shouldn't I? I did have them made up. They're just a bit too, I think they're a bit too big for today. It's not that big a river. It's only 15 yards wide. Oh, this bread's messy. I like it. I must say, something with the bread fishing, I'm sure some of you are experts at this, but yeah, with the bread fishing, the bites are really positive, they just shoot under. Oh, there's a fish, and it's another big roach. I can see it in the water. It's a good, oh, it might be a rudd actually. I think it's a rudd. I don't know, it's definitely silver. It's not a trout. It's a good one. Pete had a rudd earlier. It is a rudd. You'd never think there'd be rudd in here. They're pure rudd as well. There's loads of them. Not loads of them, but there's a fair few. Oh, look at that. That is a proper fish. Oh, look at that. That is quite heavy actually. That's well over a pound. Absolute beautiful fish. Look at that. My God. Wow. That was a beautiful fish. Sorry, mate. What was that hook come out? That hook has come out. Sorry. What a stunning fish. Could look at that all day. Got to be one of the prettiest British fish. Oh, right at the end of the run. It's quite exciting, this bread fishing. Peter's just had another big rudd. Right, cast it out. See if we can catch one. Just a little ball of splodge. The trout love that ball of splodge. Chuck it in and you can see them all swimming around eating it. There's a bite straight away. That's probably a trout, that one. Yeah, it is. It's a flipping looking trout. Got a little bit stronger tackle now. Not a lot stronger, but a little bit stronger. are stunning fish, but they're a pain. I catch a 2 pound roach, not 3 pound trout. Mustn't grumble. It's a lot quicker getting them in with that powerful rod. Brush a bit of the slop in. Got a bad feeling these trout are going to start nailing it. They tend to come in mobs. Oh, hang on a minute, something's not right with that line. That's it. There it goes. Right, just getting a little nibbly bite then. Into another roachio. Don't think it's quite big, this one. This clear water, I keep expecting to see a giant pike come out and smash this. Oh, it might be a big dace actually. I think this is a big dace. It's a nice dace. I would swing that, but I shall swing it. Nah, let's net it. Love a big dace. Oh, that is a nice dace. Look at that. Oh. No, don't look at that. Just jump back in the water. Oh, look at that. That's typical. I was about to swing him as well. Taught me my lesson. That was a nice. And I'm not quite sure where the bread's supposed to be, but it definitely floats up quite a lot, so I'm going to put some more of these shot down near the line. So I've got 4 number 8, about 6 inches to 8 inches from the hook. I think part of the reason why you get such good bites is it just wafts in, and it's a big bit of stuff that they've got to commit to. It's not like a pissy little maggot they can say, oh no, I don't fancy that. Yeah. More fingers and thumbs with this. Peter's still catching up there. Don't know what he's catching. Probably trout. Caught a massive trout earlier. 7 pound 4 ounces wild brown trout. It's bloody massive. Big fat old thing. I think it's been eating all his bread all day. He's got it on the landing net, whatever, on the unhooking mat, whatever it is. Must be off decent fish.
I hit it and I thought straight away that's a big one.
That has got some chest width on it. Yeah, there you go. Look at his, look at the belly on it. It's got quite a chest on it. It's quite a nice picture actually. You look quite chuffed. Let's have a look. That was lucky to witness those sort of things. I want to catch one myself. Fish on. I tell you what, there really is something genuinely exciting about fishing a water like this, where you know there are fish of a lifetime in front of you. I remember, and 2 and 3 pound roach. I remember fishing Winkton on the Hampshire Avon when it was day ticket, and just the thought, every trot down, float could dib, and you could have a 2 pound or even a 3 pound roach. It's dead exciting, but it's making me a bit anxious. I'm rushing the last trout I hooked, and it come out and through the rigging, the bushes, we're losing the light. I'm in an hour and about going to the next, oh god, my tackles all over the place, going to the next spot. But look at that, another cracking roach, probably close to a pound. It feels a bit like the last 10 minutes of a match, you know, when you're pegged to neck and neck with somebody on a roach race. Oh, fiddlesticks. See what I mean about the tension? I've just hooked up in the reed that I've been hooking most of the day, and now I've got in a right mess, and I'm stressing that I'm going to have to re-rig up. I'm going to, albeit I've got my other rig, so I could just float fish maggots for the last 20 minutes. Don't really want to do that, but yeah, that's trashed, isn't it? So whilst I was setting up the other maggot rod, I chucked the link ledge rig out with a double maggot, and straight away got 2 of these in 2 casts. I reeled that in pretty quickly. I'm not the fondest of eels. Anyway, gave the maggot rig a go and it worked straight away. Actually, I think this is a rather large dace. Or is it a roach? Can't really tell. I'm hoping it's a big dace. It is quite a big dace. That's nearly the best dace of the day. I don't know what that weighs, probably got to be half a pound. Beautiful fish, absolutely beautiful. Calmed me down a bit, I was getting a bit stressed. Overexcited. Just enjoy the fishing. It's one a bung at the moment. It's another rudd. Bloody hell, what's going on with all these rudd? Nice one. Got to be pushing a pound that one. Probably 12 ounces. Pretty little grayling. That feels a bit different. I think it's a big rudd. It's not a roach. It might be a roach. Yes, another big rudd. So yeah, this video was supposed to be about centerpin fishing and bread, and it was, but needs must. Gonna catch me a 2-pound roach. Keep banging on about it.